finally got a second show. Touche. Flash. No.
That would probably be my third one if I pick one up.
You need to check out the first season of Flash because that's from the first season of B2J The Podcast when we first started. But then again, I caught up. I did catch up eventually on Walking Dead, but now
Flash is in what?
There's no way for me to really watch Walking Dead because of all the things that Hulu does got, it don't got AMC.
Yeah. Shit.
So that sucks. So I don't get to keep up on Walking Dead, which it really
right.
does blow. It really blows.
I mean, it's all right. Shit happens.
Touche. But Walking Dead is a show I would want to keep up on. I can't wait for Castle Rock, though. Castle Rock's going to be badass. It's got a bunch of my favorite actors in it.
Yeah.
Sissy Spacek, fucking Carrie, dude. I haven't seen Casey Spacek or Sissy Spacek since I watched old ass fucking Carrie. But anyway, you even know what Carrie is?
Nope.
Anyways, you don't want to bring her to a dance.
Yeah.
Because she brings hell with her. You need to check it out, dude. Carrie is an old school Stephen King book turned movie, which pretty much anything Stephen King does turns into a movie or something.
Yeah.
Which I've been reading the book and oh my god, so different from both movies that they've made.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's parts that are not PC. Like, you can't really do some of the stuff that they do in the book and get away with it on the big screen.
Imagination-wise, he can go as far as he wants. When it comes to, you're right. When it comes to making a movie, there's limits.
Well, I think we've covered everything that's not wrestling. Oh no, let's. One thing I wanted that we started last week or the week before. I don't think we did it last week, but I want to dive into the NFC. I think we did do it last week, but anyway, dive into the NFC West and see what's going on. And because you, a fan of the Los Angeles Rams, me, a fan of the San Francisco 49ers out of Santa Clara, it's time to dive into the NFC West talk. So Frank Gore was a 49er. Then he was a Colt, but originally he was signed with the Miami Dolphins.
I never knew that.
I didn't know that either. I always thought that he
started out as a Niner.
That's when his season really started, I think.
In his career.
But his career. My bad. In my opinion, his career started when he turned into
man. When I was a kid, I felt the same way. I felt the same way about Marshall Faulk, but I know that Marshall Faulk was a Colt before he was a Ram.
Yeah, I didn't know that he played for Miami, but he heads home to sign with Miami. So there you go.
That's crazy.
Did he start with Miami, or is he just from Miami? That's what I'd like to know.
Did he start his career or his life in Miami?
Yeah, it's like, where want to show me?
Because it thinks you're a creeper, like stalking Frank Gore just a little bit too much. I thought we were talking about the NFC West. He don't play for the Niners no more.
Yeah, well, he should. He should have fucking re-signed with the 49ers. So that was the point that I was going to make.
Carlos Hyde.
He should have re-signed. Carlos Hyde doesn't play for us anymore.
Oh, yeah, he gone too. You guys suck at running back.
That was the other thing I was gonna say. Where'd I go?
I got Gurley. I ain't tripping.
No, you're not. Tyrann Mathieu joins the Texans. The Honey Badger.
Oh shit! He's out of the NFC West. I like that.
Yeah.
See you later, Honey Badger. You don't give a shit.
Colin Kaepernick is supposed to meet with the Houston Texans.
Oh my god.
So that could be developing hot.
Sam Bradford got injured on his way to Arizona.
Arthur, early free agent, observatories. Sam Bradford is a Cardinal.
He's a Cardinal? Back in the NFC West.
Is that it? Yeah, I think that's it. That's what they're saying.
Good for him. Sucks for the Cardinals, though.
Yeah, they lost Tyron Matthew.
Lost the Honey Badger and got that guy.
They lost a lot.
Man,
They lost a lot.
it's really going to be a 2-team race. Seattle's lost a lot too, and lost all their bandwagon fans.
That was the next thing that was on the list as far as things that are happening in the NFC West.
The Shecox lost all their bandwagon fans?
No, they lost all their fucking. God damn it! I fucked up.
All the Legion of Boo?
Yeah, they lost their whole defense, man. Yeah, so I guess they lost Earl Thomas. That's who this is. Seahawks are getting ready to lose.
Oh, shit.
So, I don't know. So, I tried looking it up, and I heard about it over the weekend, but...
You know losing Cam Chancellor, too, or no?
I'm pretty sure they already lost him,
or
set to lose him. I don't even know, dude.
I
But, I think
so.
they are losing everybody, so...
Basically, it's a long ways till football season, but if everybody stays healthy for us, Rams and Niners, both our teams, one of us will be winning the division and the other will be getting a wild card, so...
Let's go to the pro wrestling press. Let's go to something we know. Let's talk wrestling. And one of the biggest things going on in WWE, and one of the biggest things that we were talking about before the show as we were leading up to the show is Ronda Rousey and her spot in WrestleMania and where she might deserve to be and where she doesn't deserve to be. I thought that's a pretty good subject. So, you think there's a good possibility that Ronda Rousey and Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle and versus Stephanie McMahon and
Triple H.
Mr. McMahon, not named Vince or
Shane.
Because really, who wants to be? I mean, if you get to choose your last name between those,
yeah, it's still Levesque, but I'm sure Triple H should have thought of it and came up to Vince and, hey man, can I just take your last name?
Yeah,
when they got married, that would have been kind of funny and weird, but whatever.
No,
whatever floats their boat.
Jokes.
But yeah, I think there's a good chance this match could be the main event.
You thought it could be the main event?
No, I think there's a decent chance, just because Steph is Vince's daughter.
I don't think that's going to be the main event.
In my opinion, this match should start the main card.
I think the match with the most heat, and which deserves it, Brock, Roman.
Oh my God, no.
And here's why. It's got the most heat. It's the most interesting thing going on in wrestling, in my opinion.
Nope.
No? I mean,
well,
between Ronda Rousey, okay, so...
Traditionally,
Asuka,
Shinsuke Nakamura won the Royal Rumble.
You're saying that
not even necessarily.
Asuka and...
Asuka and Charlotte should be the co-main event with my theory, because at least traditionally the winner of the Royal Rumble gets the main event WrestleMania, right? It doesn't always happen that way. And quite a few times it hasn't happened that way. But
so
that's
you're
besides
saying
the point.
Then if it's the men's Royal Rumble...
If it's not Styles and Nakamura with Charlotte and Asuka co-main eventing, I think that should be happening at least no matter what, either way. But then maybe Cena Taker. That match isn't confirmed yet, but if it happens, then why not that?
I think it's all but confirmed. They just need to
stop
poking at it. It wouldn't have been brought up.
In my opinion, there's going to be...
John Cena is not that big of a dick that if it's not already signed, he's not
I don't know. Unless he's going to turn full-blown heel before WrestleMania and it's a Dr. Thugonomics versus the American Badass. In my opinion, if Taker really is going to wrestle, then last year he just retired the Phenom. And this is his real retirement, hopefully. Getting a win and beating Cena.
That would be how he should ride into the sunset.
But we shall see.
Agreed.
And in my opinion, of the 4 possible main events, That's the only one that wouldn't piss a whole lot of people off.
Cena and Taker.
Yeah.
See, if all these matches happen, it's going to be, historically, this weekend could possibly be, I mean, not this weekend, but this
April 8th.
The weekend of WrestleMania could be one of the most ground-shaking fucking moments in sports entertainment.
History. Oh, yeah.
Professional wrestling. I hate to call it sports entertainment. History.
Dude, yeah, it's...
Saturday, TakeOver, with the big news that could or could not be dropped this week on NXT because William Regal said that he's got an announcement for this week's upcoming NXT taping that he's going to be dropping some news that's going to change the landscape of NXT forever. So I don't know what the fuck he's talking about, but
I'm sure it's a signing.
I'm sure it's a signing
sure
too.
As fuck hope it's a signing.
All these things are pre-recorded. I don't know how close to pre-recorded it is. Last
probably just a week behind.
EC3's last
Impact.
show for Impact was last week.
Okay.
This last week.
And he's in that 6-man ladder match, right? For the
EC3
mid-card title. Ricochet.
I don't know how. What?
What?
What'd you say?
That they're both in that 6-man ladder match for the mid-card title, right? The North American Championship or whatever.
So maybe it's EC3, Ricochet. They're all going to be there.
Adam Cole.
Ricochet already had a match
at NXT.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
But it wasn't. It wasn't
not as
taped.
big as fan as I thought I was.
It wasn't taped. I mean, it wasn't.
One of the
shown.
guys from Sanity, Killian Dane, I think, is in that match, and then.
Did you know that Sawyer Fulton is no
Velveteen
longer
Dream?
part of
Who?
NXT? I found this out
Who?
like yesterday. Sawyer Fulton. He was part of Sanity.
Who? Oh, no, they didn't.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, he was part of Sanity, and now he's part of.
The unemployment line?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well,
that sucks.
None of them are really. He's about as unemployed as fucking Summer Rae.
Oh shit! You got something figured out.
Got it.
Well, good for him.
I mean, so there you go.
Another big thing is I don't know what he's doing for TakeOver, but I'd love to see him in the Battle Royal the next day and maybe win it if Daniel Bryan doesn't. Lars Sullivan.
Lars Sullivan's coming back to NXT. He was talking about it on NXT.
If they don't put him up
He's coming back to NXT.
to win the
He's not ready for the big league.
win the Battle Royal, I'd much rather see Daniel Bryan win the Andre the Giant Battle Royal than
You
have a
mentioned
tag
something
team match.
that was pretty good earlier about Braun Strowman's
Tag team partner?
could be Big Cass, which I thought was, wow, great call. Haven't heard Big Cass since he got injured, so
Having Big Cass help turn him face, maybe?
I mean that would be a
Because Braun Strowman's pretty much a baby face anyways. He's getting
that would
cheered.
be the world's largest tag team, or the largest creepiest fucking tag team. They'd be the new Twin Towers.
The only thing larger than that tag team would be Vince's hard-on for it.
There you go. Two people that he's definitely got his eyes on as far as the future of the brand and putting them over, and nobody has gotten the push like Braun Strowman has in the last 2 years.
Yeah, and I can see why Enzo and Cass maybe didn't become tag team champions. Those guys are tag team champions in a heartbeat, and they'll hold on to them for a year or two.
Braun
Until they
Strowman
feud
is
against each other.
Yeah, Braun Strowman is the second coming of fucking Andre the Giant for.
Second coming or third coming?
I guess he'd be a third coming because
Big Show.
Yeah, Big Show is.
Man, so this brings me to one thing. I know we're 2 weeks away, and this is after WrestleMania, but the bar's going to be splitting up, I hope. Sheamus needs to worry about his health. Maybe Cesaro gets a singles push after Mania. I hope so. He's never won a singles title, and it's a damn shame, man. Speaking of Big Show, he fucking scoop slammed Big Show to win one of those fucking Memorial Battle Royals.
He's done a lot.
Oh, my God. The guy's fucking... He deserves it. He deserves a singles push. At least an Intercontinental title run, Vince. Come on, man.
Yeah, definitely all those things about Cesaro. I'm about that life. Cesaro deserves it. he's been around long enough, and the fact that you say he's never won a singles